Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's Strong and Steady. I'm Jen. Thank you for joining us here at Coco. For today's class, I have a folding chair and I also have a couple sets of dumbbells and I have my water bottle nearby. And let's start with our warm-ups. So you can do your warm-ups either seated or standing. Extend your arms out from your side. If you're standing, relax your knees just a little bit, draw your belly button in, and let's start moving our arms into slow circles. And let's focus on our breath work. Let's inhale through our nose, long and deep, and exhale out our mouth. Change directions of your circles, being aware that you're holding your torso still, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, draw your arms to your sides. Now we'll take some big circles in a backstroke format. Inhaling and exhaling nice and slow. Good, maybe take one more and return your arm to your side, and let's take the other arm. Inhaling and exhaling. Open through the chest. All right, last one. Okay, excellent. Now, place your hands on your hips, create a soft bend in your knees, drive the belly button in, relax through the neck and tops of shoulders. And inhale as you hinge forward, descending, lengthening through your hamstrings. Exhale, press through your heels, activate your hamstrings to return to standing. We'll go ahead and repeat that, maybe just a little quicker. Inhale, descend. Exhale, press and raise. You're seeking out a neutral spine through this movement. So we shouldn't be rounding. Our elbows should be extending back, kind of pointed toward the ceiling. Melting forward and pressing up. Take one more. We want to make sure that we're feeling good blood flow and feeling very comfortable in our hamstrings. Now we can either extend our arms out in front of ourselves, we can cross our arms out in front in genie arms, but we're going to take some body weight squats. So drive that belly button in, feel your weight into your heels, soft bend in the knees, and extend the hips back, sitting down and pressing up. Focusing on your hamstrings. Lengthen as you sit down, press through your heels to rise. Inhale and exhale. Nicely done. Okay, great warm up. Now we're going to go to our chairs. All right, so for today's format, we're doing a combo format of AMRAP and Imams. We'll do 4 circuits and each circuit will be 6 minutes long, okay? So for the first 6-minute circuit, it's gonna be AMRAP, and we're gonna do 3 exercises with growing repetition. So the first will be a chair squat to press. So I'm gonna have dumbbells close to me. Then we'll do lateral raises, and then bent over reverse rows. So 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 6, 6, 6, and so on for 6 minutes. Now, be mindful. I am going to need 2 different sets of weights for this because lateral raises are tough. So I'm going to bring dumbbells on either side of me of 2 different weights. Okay, chair squats. So get dumbbells into your hands. Can't forget to start my timer. All right, and we're going to put our dumbbells on the rack for this. All right, so dumbbells on the rack, stacked above your elbows. Dig your heels into the ground. Inhale, press through your heels to rise and press. And back down and sit with control. Exhale, rise and press. So when we have this weight over our shoulders, it's different rising up. Okay, now we're gonna do lateral raises. So I'm gonna come to standing, or you can stay seated. Exhale, raise out to the side, parallel to the ears. 2. And then we have bent over reverse rows. So I'm gonna alternate to my heavier weight. I'm gonna hinge, draw my elbows to my rib cage, or rounded, and out. And out. Good, and hinge and rise. All right, now we have 4. Okay, so I'm seated back. Dumbbell at my shoulders. Exhale, press to the ceiling as you rise. Exhale, press. Inhale, sit with control. Exhale, press. Now make sure you're not thrusting your hips and back down. All right, I'm reaching for my slightly lighter dumbbells. Lateral raise, exhale, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good, okay. I'm reaching for heavier dumbbells, bent over or seated. Drive the elbows up, squeeze the shoulder blades. 2, 3, and 4. All right, back to your seated position, dumbbells on the rack. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. So no momentum. Rise and thrust. We have 6s here. 5. Inhale and exhale, 6. Good. Okay, I'm swapping out my dumbbells for my lateral raise. I can take it seated. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, dumbbells down with control. I can take my bent over reverse rows seated. Hinge forward. Exhale, elbows. 2, 3. Trying to stay soft in the chest, drawing from your elbows, squeezing your shoulder blades together. 5 and 6. Hinge back to upright. Dumbbells on the rack. 8. Exhale. 1, 2. Good. Exhale, 3. Zip the ribs at the top. 5, 6. Be conscious of your knees. They should be running parallel the whole time. That was 8. All right, lateral raises. Ready, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great control. We're not rushing. 6, 7, and 8. All right. We're going to hinge forward for our reverse rows. So if you're staying on your seat, you're great. Neutral spine, hinge, elbows hanging down, and then pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hinge. All right, dumbbells on the rack. Inhale and exhale and press and down. We have a little over a minute left, guys. Work with control. 3, 4. As you fatigue, take a rest if you need it or downgrade your weights. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. All right, sit with control. Reach for your lighter weights for your lateral raises. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. That's your gather breath. And then exhale. 1, 2, 3. Well done. 4. Isometric hold as the arms raise up. 9, and 10. All right, nicely done. That's our 6 minutes. Good work. Okay, so now we get a minute so you can get a drink and we get ourselves situated for our next round of 6 minutes of work. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn on the fan. All right, so our next round of 6 minutes of work is Imam, every minute on the minute. And with this session, we are going to still use our dumbbells, but we do need to come to standing for a portion of it. Okay, so we're going to do a standing side kick. So I got to make sure my dumbbells are not in the way where I'm going to kick them. Now our standing side kick, we're going to be able to use our chair for balance if we need it. So our hands will be on the front of the chair and we're going to raise our knees. See that? I'm raising my knee and then I'm going to kick from my heel. So knee, then heel. So I'm trying to use my glute and I'm trying to use my oblique to do that movement. Now, as I do that, I'm trying not to bend in my torso. So raise and kick. So you may use the chair for stability, for balance, and to activate. Okay, so activate through this opposite line that'll keep you from bending. Okay, stay nice and tall. We're gonna do 20 on each leg. All right, and then we have squat punches so we can stand or be seated. And we do cross, cross, uppercut, uppercut. Nice and strong. And then staying seated or standing, we have halos. So a single dumbbell. We're going to work through articulation in the shoulder and developing our upper shoulder strength, both our deltoids and our upper traps. Okay, so we'll do 2 rounds of each of those, all right? So starting with our standing side kicks. All right, ready? We got 20 on each leg. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's switch sides. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 5 on the other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, good. All right, 15 on each leg is about the right number. All right, let's reach for our dumbbells and we're gonna have a seat. All right. All right, punches. All right, ready? Dumbbells, cross, cross, uppercut, uppercut. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. Good. Solid in the core. 3, 4. Palm down, palm up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nicely done. Okay, next round is halos. So I'm going to set those dumbbells down. I'm going to reach for a single dumbbell that's a little heavier. All right, 10 in each direction. Dumbbell at your chest, put it on the scarf. Open, wrap around. 2. You want to get that elbow up over the ear. 4, 5, and you want your head to remain as still as possible. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, change directions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, nicely done. Now we'll come back to standing and we have our side kick series again. So we got to 15 on each leg in a minute with our 10 seconds of rest. And I think that's great. Okay, you ready? Steady. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, ready? 1, 2. I'm palpating this oblique because I can feel it contracting. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, 5 on each leg now. Let's go. Ready? Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, last side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, well done. Okay, reach for those dumbbells again. Squat punches, or not squat punches, seated punches. All right. Now, this is great work for the core, the chest, and the shoulders. All right, ready? Begin. Cross, cross, uppercut, uppercut. 2, 3, 4. And obviously, the heavier weight is, the slower you're going to do this movement. 8, 9, and 10. 10 more. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, now let's find that heavier dumbbell for your halos. All right. Gather breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Ready? Dumbbell to the chest. Let's begin. 1, all the way around like a scarf, wrapping around the neck, below the ears, keeping your torso and head still. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch, keeping it close to your body. You want a lot of scapular mobility on this. Moving and a shaking. No, just sliding readily. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Boom. All right, nicely done. Woohoo. Yay for shoulders. All right. Get a drink and we'll discuss what's coming up next. We have 6 minutes of work next. No surprise. All right. So we're back to the AMRAP, doing it by growing repetitions, 2, 4, 6, 8. We got up to 10 on that first round. We do have a compound movement in this one, so that takes a little more time. So like the squat to press did. So maybe we'll get up to 10. So we're gonna do an RDL Romanian deadlift to an upright row. And then we'll do front back swings. So we're hinged forward and arms are swinging front to back, working the front and backs of our shoulders and our lats, okay? And then we have tricep extensions. So for those of you, tricep extensions are arms overhead and lengthening and contracting this away, all right? If that doesn't work for you, then always you can do the tricep kickback, all right? Okay, now the first one, RDL to upright row. So as you all know, our RDL is our hinge, our neutral spine. So we're gonna hang on to 2 dumbbells by the ears, hinge forward, neutral spine, press through the heels, come to standing, and then draw your elbows to the ceiling for an upright row, okay? So that's our movement. And then we'll go into front back swing and then tricep extensions. All right, and I'm gonna choose to use the same set of dumbbells for all of that. So I have ready transitions. All right, you ready? All right, grab your dumbbells, standing, hinge, press through your heels, upright row, and hinge. Very mechanical feeling. Good. Okay, now I bent over, front back swing. So hinge, 1, 2. Good, and you can rise or sit. Drive your elbows up, bicep to ears, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Okay, now I can do it from my chair. I can do it anywhere. Okay, come to standing. All right, now we're in RDL to upright row. Hinge, up and row. Hinge, up and row. That's 2. Exhale, 3. No rounding of the spine. We're keeping it neutral. 4. Good. Okay, bent over, front back swings. Hinge. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure you prolong that hold at the top. Then tricep extensions. You can do this standing. Biceps to ears. Bend and straighten. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, lowering back down, grabbing by the ears. RDL to upright row. 1, 2. Keep the dumbbells close to your body. 3, 4, 5. Don't thrust your hips. 6. All right, front back swings. Hinge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hinge to standing. Biceps to ears, arms to ceiling. Tricep extensions. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, RDL to upright row. Gather your breath and hinge and pull. Flat back. There you go, that's better. 3, 4, soften the knees, send the butt back, sink the sternum. 6 and 8. Okay, front back swings, bent over, swing. 2, 3, 4, 5. We kind of have double work in our triceps today. So hopefully you're feeling like, oh my gosh, my triceps. Hinge to rise. Okay, I'm going to take a seated now. All right. Biceps to ears and 8 tricep extensions. 2, 3, 4. Try and keep those elbows pointed straight ahead. 6, 7, and 8. Lower with control, rise to standing. We are doing great, guys. We have 2 more minutes. All right, gather breath, ready. Hinge, press, and upright row. Exhale. Press through your heels. 4, 5, 6. Focus on the hamstring work. 7, 8. Exhale, wrap the transverse. 9, 10. Right, nicely done. Front back swings. All right, suitcase carry, hinge. 1, 2, like slow motion, like you're swinging your arms through water. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and have a seat, 10 tricep extensions. Press to the ceiling. Point the elbows straight ahead. 2, inhale, lengthen, exhale, contract. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower the dumbbells with control. We're gonna rise and we'll get maybe 1 or 2 RDLs. Ready? Inhale and row. Inhale and row. All right, nicely done. We kept a good tempo. We got all the way through 10 of everything. So we should feel really good about that. Not letting ourselves get too tired. All right, now get a drink and we'll talk about the next round. Again, we're at Imam. All right, so our Imam tends to be a little bit more cardio focused. I don't know if you noticed that, but that is a tendency for it. I'm gonna move my chair to the side. Our first movement is gonna be a power skip. So what does it make it a power skip? What is it? So first of all, we extend the hands to the ceiling contralaterally. And then as we desire, you can add some weights into that if you want to. I'm not going to today. After my power skips, then I'm gonna have a seat and I'm gonna do alternating bicep curls, focusing on keeping my elbows locked into my rib cage, right? So I'm not letting my elbows slide ahead at all, and I'm not gonna rest the weight into my chest. I'm gonna carry that tension all in my bicep, right? And I like the hammer curl because it breaks us of that tendency to wanna bend at the wrist. So we'll stick with a hammer curl. And then we'll hinge forward and do airplane arms. So we're just gonna use the muscles in our back and imagine that we're skimming the water, pulling to bring our arms to our hips and then back overhead. All right. So that is our 3 movements for our Imam. All right. So let's be mindful and work hard. All right. Ready? Steady. All right. Power skip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that single leg balance. 6, 7. Get that knee up. 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can really press the balls of your feet into the ground. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, nicely done. Okay. I was a little worried I didn't have the timer in front of me. So we're gonna run out of time, but we did not. All right, now 20 alternating bicep curls. Okay, be mindful of your choice of dumbbell. It's a lot of reps. Ready? Inhale through the nose. Exhale, raise the right and begin. 3, 4, 5. Keep the shoulders back. Nice and still. 8, 9, 10. Okay, here's where the rubber meets the road. Second 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nicely done. Okay, dumbbells at your sides. Okay, airplane arms. All right, so we're gonna be at the edge of our chair on our sits bones and have your legs in parallel in a bit. We don't want them to get in our way. Hinge forward, arms are dangling. All right, spread them out, up and down. 2, 3, and you can count your own reps, but think about visualizing your back from the top, like an aerial view, squeezing the shoulder blades. We want to control this movement using our back muscles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, nicely done. And now I can really feel my back. All right, good. We're back up for power skips. So give yourself some space. All right, ready? Contralateral, so that means opposite. So left knee, right hand. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nicely done. Okay. Little rest, alternating bicep curl. All right. Okay, I committed. I'm staying with my heavier weights. Right, you have about 5 seconds to change your mind. Otherwise, we're going. Ready, steady, right hand up, go. 2, 3. And right now, I'm sending my brain off into a clear place because I know I'm going to get tired here, but I want to keep moving. 10 and 1, 2, sits bones grounded. 4, shoulders back and still. 6, 7, 8. I'm slowing down a little bit. 9, because I don't want to move my shoulders. And 10. Whew. That's where I feel my non-dominant hand being weaker. Like, oh my gosh, I really have to focus on pulling it up and not pulling from my shoulder. All right, now we have airplane arms. So we're on the edge of our chairs, on our sit bones. We're hinging forward. I'm going to give you the side view now. Hinging forward, flat back, arms dangling. Raise back and up and down. 2, 3, maintain your hinge. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3. Good. Be as relaxed in your neck and tops of shoulders as you can. 6, 7. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. 9, and 10. And raise up. Nicely done. Good shoulders, good back, all the way around the board. Okay. Go ahead and come to standing, get a drink, and then we're going to find our way down onto the ground, onto your mat, wherever it is that is going to support your core work for today. Okay. All right. So I have my chair here. I'm going to hinge forward, plant my inside hand to give me some support, and then come down onto one knee and then 2 knees, and then crawl my way into my space on the ground. All right. Sorry, I'm just moving my chair. All right. So I'm still in my tabletop position, and I'm going to kind of roll over onto my right hip. Right hand's under my armpit. Left hand's going to plant and lower my right shoulder onto the ground. Okay, and then roll over. So I'm gazing up at the ceiling in Stargazer Pose, and pause for just a minute here. If your heart rate is still going rapidly for you or hasn't quite come down, let's gather ourselves here on the mat, focusing on your imprints into the earth, onto your carpet. And then start visualizing and feeling your body and its imprint. And take a big inhale into your nose, into the chest. And exhale out the mouth and feel your belly drop towards your spine. As you do that, be aware. I'm not pressing my low spine, my low back into the ground. My transverse abdominis, my deepest layer of anterior muscle tissue, is just sinking, flattening towards my spine, but not pressing it through to the ground. I still have that little grape or blueberry sized space in between my low back and the earth. Good. And now that I've connected my breath to that first flattening, now I'm going to go back to kind of the beginning of where we start our body setup. And feel as I exhale, my pelvic floor lifting up my body to meet my transverse. Let's just connect those two dots for a minute. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, pelvic floor meets the sinking transverse. And then connect the third dot, which is the zipping of your rib cage, the closing of the intercostals. I sometimes have this visualization, like my transverse is sinking and pulling the plug on the bathtub. And that's zipping of my rib cage, like the pull of the plug. It's pulling my ribs together. Pelvic floor, transverse, intercostals. Good. Hopefully you're beginning to feel your obliques closing in just a little bit. Feel that tension. Now we're going to breathe so deeply into our transverse and pelvic floor that we're going to pull our tailbone off of the ground. Exhale and pull. And as you do so, now you can feel your low back into the ground. Not because you drove it there, but because your transverse pushed it there. And your tailbone comes off, and even your sacrum on the exhale. And on the inhale, you reset back to neutral. Excellent. Now it's reset back to neutral. On your next exhale, I want you to exhale into your body setup, but then just fire into your right oblique. So inhale through the nose. Exhale into your body setup, and then tighten in that right oblique. Visualize that rib cage drawing down towards your hip. Inhale through the chest. Exhale, right oblique again. Good. And now we'll switch to the left oblique. Inhale through the nose. Exhale into your body setup. And contract through the left oblique, drawing it down towards your hip. Inhale. And exhale, left oblique again. And then inhale back to the center. Transverse deepens and draws the tailbone off the ground. Keep your hamstrings dead. All right, brilliant. Okay, now we're going to start with our chair work. So your palms are still at your side. Relax through your brow line. In case you are getting tension into your forehead, release it now, please. Inhale through the nose. Exhale into your body setup. And then right oblique's going to draw the right leg up in the chair. And then exhale as it lengthens back down. And let's stay with that right side of it. Exhale, right oblique drags the weight of the leg back up. And then returns back down. The heel's going to tap and draw it back up. And after you've connected with your oblique and your body setup, then draw awareness to your low back. Am I still preserving that blueberry under my back, or have I inadvertently squished it? Do I have equilibrium in my low back? Is my transverse working so hard, creating equilibrium that it doesn't even notice the added work of my right oblique and right leg? All right, good. Return the right heel to the ground, give it a shake. All right, and then we'll go off to the left leg. Okay, ready? Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, body set up, and left oblique draws it up and back down. Good. Continue this left leg work, left oblique work, total transverse work. Don't push off of your right leg. That leg doesn't exist. And remember the rule: breath, belly, then move. So exhale, activate your belly, and then draw on the oblique to drag the leg up. All right, excellent. Return the left leg to the ground, shake it out a little bit. And now we'll continue to keep our palms down on the ground, but we'll do our chair walk. That means, like an alternating bicep curl, we're going to have alternating chair work. Okay. So what you'll get here is this constant feeling of oblique, 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 but you have to maintain equilibrium in your low belly. Okay, ready? Palms at your side, relax through the chest, head, and neck. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, draw one leg into chair. I always pick on the right first. Right oblique is active and pulling. Equilibrium created in my low back. All right, now alternating begins. Exhale, one goes up, one goes down. Exhale, other side. One goes up, one goes down. Exhale. We're trying to make this transverse and oblique work, not a lot up the chain from there, not a lot. We're just heavy in our lats, soft in our chest. Three, two, and one. Good, and lower the other leg with control. Whoo! All right, hopefully you felt a lot of heat getting generated out of your low belly and obliques. Good. All right, now let's get some lat activation going. All right, so let's draw our feet together and let your knees open wide. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can try it with your legs extended. We're going to roll up into a curve. All right, so you can totally pretend your legs don't exist. The one issue I sometimes have here is when we extend our legs up, our back pops up. All right, because the weight of our legs have tilted our pelvis out of neutral. All right, so we kind of want to keep it in neutral. So if it's better for you to have knees to the ceiling, you can do that, or open into frog position. Okay, palms at your ears, elbows in your peripheral. Find that neutral space between your shoulder blades. All right, then float your head up off the ground, lace your fingers behind, and stabilize the weight of your head with your chest in your lats. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth, feel that strong low belly. And on the next exhale, flatten and rectus abdominis and lats are going to help us curve up. Gaze at the opposite wall and then roll back down with control, one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, round back up. Now I'm getting a sense for my shoulder blades. Inhale, and I back down on my shoulder blades. Exhale, rounding up, and I'm at the edge of my shoulder blades. And back down. As I roll up, edge of shoulder blades, I'm peeking down at my low belly. no tension in my neck, and I'm trying to keep my low belly wrapped and active. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, roll up. Inhale down and exhale up. Excellent. Okay, return your head to the ground. Let's draw your knees together, and then we'll roll over onto our sides. Okay, so we're going to take a sideline position now. So if you have or need, now would be a good time to maybe put here, we would put a yoga block under our ear, or if you had a pillow, to keep your head in a position neutral. Okay, so I'm just going to fold my hand underneath and help support my head. But I want to make sure that I'm not compressing this space here, okay? So I don't want to open up my armpit on the bottom side because I want my shoulders in parallel. So my top arm, I'm going to extend to the ceiling so I get the sense of, okay, yes, I'm in parallel now, I can feel it. All right, my shoulder, from shoulders to hips, I'm in my neutral. And I'm going to hinge forward slightly with my legs and draw them forward just a bit. All right, now I'm breathing into my body setup. That exhale was pelvic floor transverse rib cage. On my next exhale, it's going to be glutes and obliques. Drag the dead weight of the top leg up and away, and then coming back down. Exhale. Now your range of motion is going to be limited here by your hips, by your flexibility. Keep the weight of your leg in your oblique and your butt. Do not open up and point your toes to the ceiling and get your quads involved. Those nosy quads want to do everything. We want to use our glutes. Good. Okay, now I'm going to exhale and raise my leg just to the halfway point. I'm going to bend at the knee, draw my heel toward my butt, and then straighten the leg. And as I exhale, I'm going to contract through my oblique and try to draw my leg straight ahead. And again, I'm going to be limited by my flexibility. Draw back, heel to butt, straighten the leg, exhale, stable hips, draw the leg forward. And back, parallel, heel to butt. Straighten the leg, exhale, draw the leg forward. Back to parallel, bend, heel to butt. Good, back to parallel. Okay, now I'm holding this leg in parallel, or you can return it to parallel. And now I'm going to try and draw tiny little marble-sized circles with my heel. Maybe they're golf balls, maybe they're grapefruits. But I'm imagining that the only muscles available to me are my glutes and my obliques. Stirring the pot, change directions, exhale. And 4. Okay, return the legs together. Draw that top knee to your chest. Holy smokes. Give your butt a little massage, a little rub. I know it's giving you a little burn. That's a good burn. Pause for just 1 or 2 nice cleansing breaths in this position, and then we'll roll over to the other side. All right. Okay. So I'm rolling over onto my other hip. So now I have my left hip down. All right. And again, I want to find my good opening position so my body is in neutral. Okay. I'm going to support my neck. I'm allowing for that space between my ear and my bottom shoulder, but I'm going to bend. So my elbow's pointed forward, and then my hand is given a little claw-like pillow for my head. My legs are extended forward. And my top arm is just extended to the ceiling, not with any particular energy other than trying to ensure that I'm thinking about being in parallel. Inhale through the nose into the chest. Exhale into your body setup. Inhale again, and on the next exhale, top oblique and glute contract, draw the leg up, and then down on the inhale. Imagining that you're a pair of fireplace bellows. Exhale. And down. And again, drawing from the heel and not the toes. Your quads are not involved. As your leg gets all the way to the top, hold it if you're with your oblique. Feel how strong that muscle is around your ribs. Last one, exhale, draw all the way up and down. And then we'll raise it to the midpoint. And then bend at the knee, drawing the heel to the butt. Straighten the leg again. And then exhale, contract, draw the leg straight through. And return and bend. Straighten, exhale. So as we do this, we're stable in our hips. They're anchored to the ground, so they probably are. But I can feel in my own body that my hips want to push out as I bring my leg forward. So I'm being very active in my body setup, not allowing that to happen. Exhale. Good. Okay, now we're returning to parallel, and now we have our circles. Back to the obliques, glutes, and transverse. Change directions of your circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, lower the legs back down together, and then draw that top knee into your chest. Get a nice stretch here. And then that takes us right into our class ending stretch, right? So we're gonna bring our knees together on our side, like in a gentle little fetal position, not too high, but then we're gonna take our arms and open up our chest to the ceiling. Try to get, so I'm drifted off to the left. So I'm opening up, and I'm gonna take my gaze over to my right hand. And I get a nice rotational stretch here. As I'm able, my right shoulder blade is just relaxing and melting into the ground. I can still feel it in my glutes from that last round of work that we did. Good, and then I'll bring my feet to the ground and roll my hips back. So I'm back in the Stargazer. And then my legs are gonna fall to the ground, peeling my hips off. And now my legs are on the right side. And I'm comfortably in this fetal position or bed sleeping position. But now I'm gonna tee my arms out again, opening up to the left, and take my gaze to the left, relaxing in my torso, in my T-spine, trying to melt into my shoulder blades on the ground. Good, and in my brain, I'm just thinking, where am I tense? Where am I gripping? Can I let go in those places? Okay, and wherever you are, roll over onto your side. So I'm on my left side, and my right hand is gonna press me up off the ground. and into a seated position. All right, thank you guys for joining today. Great class. We will see you next week, Tuesday, and take care of yourselves this weekend. Be careful in the snow, make sure you stretch. All right, take care now, bye.